Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be reviewing the brand new 2021 LEGO Marvel Eternals The Rise of Domo Ship. Without further ado, let's take a look at the minifigures and see what we have. So the very first minifigure we have here is Druid, who looks fantastic with a very nice torso and leg printing that actually flow in so well together. And at the back here, we also have some torso printing. Taking a look at the alternate head printing, he does look very angry. The head printing seems quite familiar, so I'm assuming it's not new. I just have a feeling that I've seen it before way too often, so that's pretty much it for Druid. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Cersei, who looks absolutely stunning with an amazing torso printing and leg printing, which once again flows together so incredibly well. And the hairpiece is really nice. It's nothing new, but it does look fantastic in my opinion. And on the back here, removing her hairpiece, she does have a very nice back torso printing, once again like her crewmates. That's pretty much it for Cersei. Moving on, we have Fina, who looks really cool here with this beige and golden type of color scheme, with some orange, of course, contrasting and making a nice pop of color there in the mix. And on the side here, you can see some really subtle details and printing within the gold, which I think looks incredible. And her head expression is actually very similar because I've seen it before in the Bellatrix Lestrange minifigure from 2020 and the Mantis minifigure from Marvel. But I guess it's cool seeing it here because I actually feel like it fits this character much better. Removing the hair, once again, you can see some very nice back printing with the gold and the orange and the brown. Overall, a very gorgeous color scheme and a very angry head expression. Moving on, we have Makari, and I believe her head printing looks really cool there. I think it's unique to this character. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments down below what it is, because in general, I think that it suits this character so well, with an amazing hairpiece, of course, to complement the entire figure. Amazing back printing, of course, as well. I'm using the word amazing so frequently because these torso and leg printing details for all the characters is just incredible. Once again, we have some very subtle details and line printing found all over the minifigure, featuring some gold from within the red and the silver and the gray. In general, this character looks so cool, and I'm really happy to have her in Lego form. She also has these little power blaster thingies, but that's the least of our concerns, I suppose. And on the back, she does feature quite the annoyed face expression there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up, we have Phastos, and honestly, I believe Phastos is my favorite character in this set. He does look very cool there with his amazing torso and leg printing, and I really love the purple used on this minifigure. And on the back here, we also have the printing, featuring his shoulder bones and back armor and stuff like that. And on the back there, he has a angrier expression, which makes sense, I suppose. Again, it's kind of out of context because I haven't seen the movie, because it didn't come out yet, so it's kind of weird making this video, honestly. Lastly, we're going to be taking a look at Icarus. He's my least favorite out of all the characters, honestly, in this set specifically. The head printing is way too generic, and the torso printing and leg printing also includes lots of cool detail, but I'm not really a big fan of the color blue and yellow and stuff like that, but that's just my opinion. In general, the torso and leg printing look incredible. The back printing also looks very nice there. But that headpiece is hard to miss. I mean, I've seen it way too many times in Lego form, and I just don't like it. Here's the headpiece from the back. I know, pretty generic stuff. We've seen it a million times before. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Icarus. Before I take a closer look at the Deviants, here's a look at this little speeder thing. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to do this. Basically, just take your Icarus minifigure and you just pop him in here, and he's off. That's pretty much it for him in this little speeder thing. Next up, the very first Deviant we're going to be taking a look at is this very ferocious looking beast. Honestly, beasts like these look like Stitch on steroids, considering they have these little eyes and this cute little face with like a mouth and ears and stuff like that. But it works for what it is, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the color blue or red or gold together. I just really don't like bright colors. I guess that's just my opinion. Yeah, I guess you guys will bash me in the comments for that, but I think that this creature in general looks cool. He has some joint playability on the sides here, so you can pose him however you'd like. He can be attacking someone, he can be an animal in a petting zoo, he can be whatever you want, and his mouth can open like so, featuring these weird little claws, I guess, as a mouth. And again, you have those same claw pieces for actual claws, and we have this little tail on the back with these little sharp thingies right here, and this like translucent type of color. I wish I saw the movie before making this review because I sound so bad in this because I have no idea what's going on, but I think it looks cool as a deviant, whatever that's supposed to be. And yeah, we have stickers all over the body, of course. And as a creature, it's cool. I just feel like it's so filler and repetitive, considering we have almost the exact same creature in a separate set for $24.99. But I guess it's nice to get in this set as like a filler beast or whatever for like playability. It's not really my cup of tea, and I hate the color scheme, and that's about it. Next up, we have the second deviant, which I'm going to be harsher on because it looks really out of proportion and weird. It literally looks like zombie Groot. I'm not really a big fan of the color scheme once again of the blue and red. And the stickers on the side look fine, I suppose, but like look at that. One arm is way larger than the other. Nothing has been done to like get rid of the studs all over and the exposed pieces, I guess. This is obviously a very wonky build, made to just be there for playability and stuff like that. And on the back here, things get so much worse because just look at that. Do I really have to do much explaining? It looks like a wild mess there with a bunch of color, yellow, red, and blue. And turquoise, of course, with like these little spikes and spines and stuff like that. And honestly, the only thing that piques my interest about this figure is that molded headpiece. And yeah, it works for what it is, but it's not my thing, and I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's just too wonky for me, and it just really looks unprofessional. And this set has a lot of stickers. It was so frustrating to apply all of them. Before I move on to reviewing the set itself, this set comes with a bunch of translucent orange power blast type of pieces. We have these separate weapons and stuff like that. And now it is finally time to take a look at the actual Domo Ship itself. It looks like a big old tortilla chip, which works, and I love the color scheme on it. The purple fits in so well and just makes it look so majestic and galaxy-like, and I love galaxies. And these larger dish pieces are actually printed, while the smaller ones are all stickers. So these guys are all stickers, while these guys are printed. And on the side here, we also have the purple type of color scheme here. And here, once again, a very nice pattern. And on the other side here, we have other detailing. All of the rectangular tiles are stickered here and there, and on the other side as well, which I showed before. And it's just very nice. We have some greebling, of course, some rock work, some stone work, I suppose, rather than rock work. And on the front, two little stud shooters just saying hi to us because you're going to shoot me in the face. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Taking a look at the bottom, you can see how it's built. Very, very tortilla-like. And in general, this is like the most unique Marvel ship I've ever seen in my entire life. Or like any ship in general from Lego, which is why I love it so much. Featuring some very nice colors, because I love purple. And purpley type of shades of purple. And silvers. And these are like metallic silver as well, around the sides. It's a very nice variation of grays and silvers and purples that fit in so incredibly well together. I love the exterior much more than the interior, which we will discuss shortly. And now, in order to access the interior of the ship, all you gotta do is pull on these sides here. There's door 1, door 2, and these panels can also flip up, like so, and so can this. And there's also like this main section that can flip up, so all you gotta do is just pull here, and it opens up like so, which is very nice. I gotta also pull this part down there. And in general, one thing that I really appreciate about the interior is that you can take your minifigure and actually make them stand there. So they can stand and you can close it on top of them like so, without worrying about killing them or anything. So I guess we're gonna be taking a look at each room specifically. So without further ado, let's start with the front. Starting off with the inside, as you can see there, it does look quite detailed with stickers all over, and I think that it's kind of cool. You can actually fit one minifigure sitting and another standing behind it, so let's do that. As you can see there, it's a really tight squeeze, but it works and it fits, I guess, if you really want to store your minifigures in a very crammy fashion. There you go. And you can just cover it up by sealing it with this circular type of tile piece, like so. And now taking a look at this side of the set, all you gotta do is just pull it up like so, and you have access to some weapons, which is very, very nice there. You also have this little seat featuring a little umbrella in the background, and to my surprise, actually a little gaming controller, which is really fun to see in a Marvel set specifically. Now, about the gaming controller, we have this little stand featuring a metal detector and, of course, the gaming controller, which can fit in nicely in its little assigned spot. And for this corner, all you gotta do is just take your minifigure and let her sit in there. And there you go, she's having a great time playing video games. And to my surprise, once again, there's also a coffee machine, which can actually make coffee, which is really cool to see. The color is kind of awkward in this red type of shade, which is very harsh for a coffee machine specifically. I guess it's a cheap one. We also have like this karaoke system, I guess, with 2 microphones. And a very creamy interior here. I'm just gonna put in Fina here, and I guess Cersei in front of her, or vice versa or whatever. And I guess they can walk through this little hallway like so, or they can just fall through. Whatever floats your boat. And again, this section can be covered by doing this, but before you do that, you're gonna have to take this section, which is very nice and hingeable and movable, close it first like so, and then take this side and cover it up like that. So right here, we're gonna move on to this hallway section of this build. We have this little celestial type of design on the back of this door, which is very cool to see in this golden type of color. This here can go back there every time you open and close it. These are like golden little rings with a golden spiral type of tube piece. And again, we also have this like pale, I'm not sure what to call it, pale vomit green, I guess, with also dark green. I'm not sure why I thought of vomit green, but yeah. And on the center, it was kind of hard applying 6 stickers in one section for all of these circular type of pieces there, for the larger ones at least. The green color isn't that bad, but I just feel like it's too wonky and funky. I'm honestly a bigger fan of more subtle colors. Right here we have the very simple build of an Airship featuring some very wonky arms and a really wonky body. The head there is made out of 3 roller skate pieces upside down, which I guess works for what it is. And in general, he does look like a very wonky robot, which I guess he isn't, and the color scheme is kind of all over the place in my opinion. So I guess now it's time to put him back where he belongs. He's just leaning forward like that. We're gonna have to fix that up. And there we go. I guess the haul isn't that bad. The colors are kind of all over the place, and I just am not a big fan of the greens and the gold and the weird yellows and the blues and the reds and the orange and all that. But it is what it is, and it works. And it's really important because we have a ton of room to just have the figures lounge on the inside, which is something that we've wanted for a very long time. But it just so happened to happen with a very strange Marvel set, which I guess is strange in the best way possible because it's so strange that it's cool in my books. Covering up the inside, all you gotta do is just slide it like so, and there you go. Really, really cool mechanism there. On this side, for the final quarters, all we have here is a mirror of what we had on the other side. However, it is much more empty, featuring 2 golden type of gate pieces and this very nice golden glove, which we'll take a closer look at. So right here is the golden fist type of glove piece, which looks really cool, featuring this fire type of pattern on the back there, sitting on a golden pedestal. And on this angle, you can see that we have this little door featuring a hinge and a weapon, of course. I guess for demo purposes, you can just take a random minifigure and just pop them on the inside there. And you can close it on top of them, which works very, very nicely. And honestly, I think of this set as a little minifigure carrying case. As funny as that sounds, a very expensive one that is. But it works for what it is, and in general, the model does look very, very nice. Again, I'm not sure if it's accurate because I haven't seen it in live action yet. But I hope it is because this set looks incredible at the end of the day. The color scheme is just so awesome, and it's not something that you see every day in a Lego set. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up this review here. I hope you guys did go on to enjoy it. I forgot to mention at the start that Lego did provide me with the set to review here. However, clearly, as you guys saw, all opinions that were expressed in this video were my own. And I was kind of critical of this set. At first I was like, it's a flying tortilla chip. But after further inspection, I suppose it is a flying galaxy flavored Dorito chip. So Doritos, if you just so happen to make any galaxy flavored Dorito chips, please credit me. And on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.